Today we are going to be using the Pro-Lok IN482 installation jig for the Sargent IN series. You can see there that one plate is labeled outside and one plate is labeled inside. I also like to hold the templates and the plates up to the actual template that comes with the lock so that you can verify that you have the correct template for the correct lock, and there is an outside and an inside template. Both of them have different holes that need to be drilled differently in different diameters at different locations. So it is important to understand which one is the inside and which one is the outside. Here you can see this one is actually going to include the raceway. I would not even consider installing this series of lock without using an installation jig. The first thing we're going to do is clamp it on the door. I like to clamp the larger clamp that is on the inside portion of the door first, and that gets it nice and snug to the door. The additional clamps, the two clamps on the other side, actually kind of throw the weight on the other side of the clamp, so as they work against the fulcrum, it puts weight on the furthest point away from the jig itself, so that it has a nice tight hold. Now what I'm demonstrating here and showing is that we're lining it up with the strike plate, or I'm sorry, the latch hole on the side of the door, and this is actually a incorrect back set. This was drilled originally for a more residential 2 3/8 back set, when we need to drill a 2 3/4 inch back set. Now that we've got that re-drilled, that's also another great reason for the jig. It uses the jig so that you don't have to have a pilot hole, because you won't have one in order to drill that correct back setting and correct that back setting. Here on the outside, I'm using an 1.5 inch hole saw, and then we use a smaller, I believe it's 1 inch on the inside. So you only drill the 1.5 inch halfway through the door, and then the other 1 inch from the other side as well. Now we're going to use the standard drill bits, in which the jig itself is made out of aluminum, so it's durable and lightweight, but it also has the hardened grommets that go inside, or hardened inserts that go inside, so that the drill bit doesn't chew up the aluminum and ruin your template. This is the most important part of the jig here, and the hardest part of the installation is actually drilling in this raceway. So it's going to allow you to come in 90 degrees, which isn't the hard part. The hard part is that angle drill that needs to go down. So obviously with an electronic lock, we need to be able to get a wire through here. Now, how do you get a wire through the door and up to the upper portion of the door without seeing it? Well, that's called the raceway, and that's what we just drilled through there. That raceway allows the wire to go up in through the middle of the door and allow some wood to be seen, and then come up to the top portion of the door. Now we're going to actually start installing the lock itself. There are several different versions of the IN series from Sargent, and right here, the first thing that we're going to do is push that wire right up through the raceway that we were just talking about drilling, and putting that so that it comes through. Using a little wire or using some kind of tool will help set that in there. After we've got the latch installed, the latch would actually be installed first, as you could see, and now the lever portion is going in as well, and then making sure that we've got those wires clear of any pinching or binding, and have them ran up through the raceway. The rest of the lock install is very similar to just about any other cylindrical lever set that you've installed. Simply put the outside portion with the keyed secure side portion on the outside, and then run it through, make sure it grabs the latch correctly, and then put the internal portion together. Add the rows to the lock set and click the handle in, and you are in business and ready to go. The next portion that we're going to do is this one actually has the reader. This one doesn't have a keypad. It's actually got the reader that goes on the outside there, so you could present a credential, and it will allow you to enter the facility. There's a rubber backing plate. This serves several purposes. It makes a nice smooth surface, a soft surface for the metal that gets put up against the edge of the door, and it also keeps things nice and weather tight when everything's tightened down. We go ahead and insert the wire in the bottom portion of the rubber, and it will actually come through the metal plate as well. Once that's mounted, there's 2 additional screws I would suggest hand tightening these screws, just so you don't chance stripping anything or cross-threading anything. And once those are tightened down, the external portion is nice and fixed and secure and in place. Make sure you put the proper torque on those screws so that it doesn't move around too much. And then we can start inserting the battery pack. The battery pack is actually going to come, this kit came with the batteries that are required for it, AA batteries. And so we go ahead and put those right there, and then we make sure that our bottom wire is plugged in. Make sure both of your wires are plugged in correctly. There are 2 wires that need to be plugged in, and make sure they are ran correctly in the correct holes so that they don't get pinched by the rest of the lock as it goes together. Next, the battery pack will go in. There's 2 little hooks. It just literally clicks in place, and then the last portion, or the cover plate, is going to go on last, and that will have a security pin in hex or pin in Torx. I believe it's a pin in hex on this particular one here, and that will complete the installation of the electronic portion of the lock set. Now we just have to click in the mechanical key override on this particular cylinder, and you are done. Here it is, all finished. This is what it looks like from the inside, and this is what it looks like from the outside. Very nice, clean installation. For more information, check out Pro-Lok.